So how many downloads have you guys got on Steam?
65,000.
So 65,000 downloads on Steam.
Wow.
And since day one, everybody has been saying, can you please bring this to iOS?
All right.
So
That's
it's pretty highly anticipated.
Now, is the game still in early access? Or?
Yes, it is still in access.
Yeah. So basically, there's a city that's just erupting around you. All of the stations open up, and you just got to drag the subway lines around to connect in the most efficient way.
So as you can see, each of the smaller black passengers wants to get to the same shape of station. So they'll find their own way there, but you just have to make sure that there's enough capacity and the right routes to get them to whereabouts they want to go.
Okay.
So they'll take transfers. They'll find the fastest route. It's just up to you to provide it.
That is a super slick UI. Like that
Isn't
is
it
kind of
gorgeous?
crazy.
With our artist that has come on board, he's just been amazing at just making sure everything is just slick and honed and as simple as it can be, but still effective.
Wow.
So this is
the tutorial.
Sort of the tutorial we're working through. We've found some issues with it that it doesn't teach things quite the way we were expecting it to. So
it is kind of like, as a game developer, the game you're working on seems so obvious and intuitive because you know everything about it, and now when you have it in front of other people, they're like, what does this button do? And so we're having the one big thing we have to do before release, besides audio, is just make it a lot more explicit how we teach the game.
It's pretty easy to learn when you sort of watch it for a bit, and like all you need to do is draw a few stations before you kind of get the idea. So you connect a few lines.
So do the stations pop up automatically, or do you?
Yes, they pop automatically. Yeah. So it's also based on which map you're on. So some maps will kind of have sort of concentrations of the different types of stations in different areas, which can make unique challenges for each map.
And you can play on like lots and lots of different cities, like awesome cities like Paris, London, New York, and you can make all of these subways your own. So
that's cool.
So these are like actually, the levels are kind of inspired by actual like transit.
Yes, So we've got 10 so far. There's the big three. Paris, London, New York, and then ones like St. Petersburg, Montreal,
Osaka.
St. Petersburg.
That's cool.
Gotta get Chicago in there.
So can you skip to like a really difficult level, or does it just ramp up? Or how does it?
It ramps up and up, so it's
kind
of a zine. It starts out as a zine sort of experience, just watching it all go around, and then the passengers will just amp up and up and up, and then so eventually it gets you get to the point where you just can't go on your whole thing over.
Yeah. So what's like the failure condition? Like
failure condition is when the stations get above 6 capacity, then they have a countdown that begins.
Okay.
And when that ends, but there's also there's den mode as well. So if you just
the UI.
These are all of the stations. These are all of the cities we have available right now.
I like how it looks like subway train maps.
Yeah, so cool, right?
It's really well done.
Spend a great deal of time to get the interface just as slick as possible. Osaka's pretty tough, because it's a very fragmented map, so you have to make sure that you use your bridges very carefully.
So and this one actually, what is the hardest map? The one that ramps up fastest?
Hong Kong's pretty tough.
Hong Kong. So this mode here will actually just go on and on. It won't ever end. We had a request for that because quite a lot of people just like to make the map and watch it go. So all they'll do is rank you on how many passengers you deliver per day.
It's how many passengers you do per day over the last week.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So this will just go on and on and on. But I could show. We've got Hong Kong.
We've also got an extra hard mode where you can't undo your lines. So once they're down, they're down.
So that's a hard mode. It's phrased as a hard mode, but it's just a more different way to play the game, really.
Because usually, like, if something's not working, you can just take it and change it around on the fly. So it's sort of got that strategy in it. But if you can't do that,
with the different maps, like, what makes this Hong Kong? Is like the land formation
landmass, the
Do the points show up as the actual like
Colours.
Hong Kong stations, or is it?
Rob's changed the spawn zone, so
Okay.
it more often than not will represent a more sort of a more the layout as it goes. So sort of this DBD will be in the right place.
I guess
the residential areas will be sort of in the right place.
Like my question would be then, like, so if you're from a particular city, like say for instance like Chicago, and you know like the city really well to the point that you could just recreate the existing subway map, like was that how you would beat the game, or would it be random enough that you could never really do that?
We've had some people say that replicating the way it actually is has worked out well for them. But we've tried not to be a slave to real life, and let the game kind of speak for itself, and hopefully will present its own options. But and also we've had a great deal of interest from the Metro communities, and they have. So they've said it's not perfect, but they do love the way that they can implement actually real world transit strategies and get good results.
That is awesome.
Yeah, that was
you can slow down and speed up time as well.
Yeah, that's the
Which
thing
is
we've had a
cool.
great deal of requests for. Yeah. So basically, every week you always get an extra train, and you can also get one of the other options, so an extra line, extra carriage, things like
Tunnels and bridges.
that. Yeah, tunnels and bridges. So we're thinking about increasing the options of upgrades, so to make each map more unique.
So when do you think this will be released on iOS?
The plan is early Q3, late Q2 this year. So what's that, 4 or 5 months away?
So like summer-ish?
So
Yes, that's right.
I'd say July, August.
That's sort of what we're at.
Yeah.
So the big thing for us is, one of the big things for us, I say, is the audio. We've got Disaster Piece with us on it.
Cool.
So it's going to be fully procedural based on the game, and it will reflect the way the game is. So we're
He's
really
been awesome to work with.
Yeah,
That's cool.
He's coming up with all sorts of ideas about how the audio can show
inform.
Can show things that you can't really tell at the moment. So it's
so
really
you'll
neat.
be able to like listen to the game speaking to you to say like what the problems are and things like that.
Yeah, that's really cool.
If you know how to,
Well, I think
how to
hopefully it'll
listen to
speak
it.
to you on like a subconscious sense, so you'll kind of get an idea about it and stuff. Yeah, we're really, really excited about it. I think it's probably going to be one of the biggest features of the game, will be the audio.
Cool.
Yeah, it's going to be.
This is going to be a paid game, right? Or
Well, that's the interesting thing, Eli, and I'd love your opinion on it, because what I'm thinking is free-to-play will open this up to a bigger audience. However,
it does very much seem like a game you could sell for $3 and just be done with it.
It does.
Although,
Although, what if you get it for free, you have the 3 main stations unlocked, and then you can purchase the rest and play.
Maybe.
So it is extending gameplay, and giving quality experiences.
I would do
like, people with like Paris and stuff like that who want like a different thing on their city.
Yeah. I don't know. I would do some beta testing on it and see what people think. But
Absolutely.
I really think it's awesome looking.
Yeah. It's going to be amazing, but I mean, like, it could be premium. You're right, like it totally could. But I mean, do we limit this game at $3? Like,
I don't know. Until you're like ready to like really have a final version of the game, it's really hard to say. Like,
it is.
So
So I think we'll be going through a few different sort of tests and putting it in soft launch for a while.
Yeah, it really looks cool though. So if you want this now, you can get it on Steam Early Access.
Yes.
How much is it on Steam?
$6.99.
$6.99. Cool.
Yeah.
And that'll get you all 10 maps, all 3 game modes right now.
Yeah.
Cool.
And audio when it comes out.
And there you go. There's your codes. So you don't even need to pay.